Wait, what just happened to Jungkook? Army around the world are suddenly asking the same shocking question after a recent live broadcast that left millions of fans confused, worried, and searching for answers. Jungkook, usually cheerful and playful during his streams, suddenly turned serious, extremely serious. And what he said next has triggered a massive wave of speculation about a possible conflict behind the scenes. Is everything really okay between Jungkook and HYBE? Or are fans witnessing the beginning of something far bigger than anyone expected? Before we dive into this explosive story, welcome back to Jungkook Lover, the channel where ARMY from all over the world gather for the biggest and most emotional BTS updates. If you love Jungkook and BTS, don't forget to like this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe so you never miss the biggest news shaking the fandom. Because what happened during Jungkook's live might change everything. The internet rarely sleeps when it comes to Jungkook, but this time, something felt different. Millions of fans tuned in expecting the usual warm and playful atmosphere whenever Jungkook goes live. His broadcasts are famous for being relaxed, unpredictable, and filled with laughter. Sometimes he sings randomly, sometimes he chats casually with fans, and sometimes he simply shares small pieces of his day that make ARMY feel closer to him than ever before. That is why what happened during this particular live broadcast instantly sent shockwaves through the fandom. At first, everything looked normal. Jungkook appeared on screen with the familiar calm expression fans know so well. The chat exploded immediately. Hearts flooded the screen. Messages from every corner of the world rushed in at lightning speed. ARMY were happy, excited, emotional. For many fans, moments like this feel rare and precious. Jungkook's presence alone is enough to make millions stop whatever they are doing just to watch him speak. But then something subtle began to change. It wasn't something obvious at first. In fact, if you weren't paying close attention, you might have missed it completely. Jungkook's tone slowly shifted. The playful energy that usually fills his live broadcasts seemed to fade. His smile became smaller. His responses became shorter. The pauses between his sentences became longer. And suddenly, the entire atmosphere felt heavier. Fans watching live immediately started noticing the difference. Comments began appearing in the chat at incredible speed. Is Jungkook okay? Why does he look serious? Something feels different. Within minutes, social media platforms exploded with clips from the broadcast. People began analyzing every second of Jungkook's expression, every word, every pause, every sigh. Some fans insisted nothing was wrong. Others were not so sure, because at one particular moment during the broadcast, Jungkook said something that made thousands of viewers freeze. He paused, looked directly at the camera, and spoke in a tone that fans rarely hear from him. A tone that felt heavier, more thoughtful, and strangely emotional. The clip spread across the internet like wildfire. Within hours, hashtags began trending globally. Fans everywhere were asking the same question. Why did Jungkook suddenly become so serious? Was he simply tired? Was he reflecting on something personal? Or was there something happening behind the scenes that fans were not supposed to know? Theories began appearing everywhere. Some fans believed Jungkook might be under intense pressure because of upcoming projects. Others speculated that the topic of BTS's future activities could be weighing heavily on his mind. But then another theory started gaining attention. A theory that quickly turned the entire discussion into something much bigger. Some fans began wondering if Jungkook's serious mood could be connected to his relationship with HYBE. At first, the idea sounded almost impossible. After all, BTS and HYBE have worked together for many years, building one of the most powerful partnerships in the entertainment industry. However, the internet is a place where questions grow quickly, and once the idea appeared, it spread everywhere. Clips from the live broadcast were replayed again and again. Fans began interpreting certain phrases Jungkook used during the stream. Some believed he sounded frustrated. Others thought he sounded reflective. A few even claimed his words hinted at deeper struggles that fans had never seen before. Suddenly, the conversation shifted. This was no longer just about a serious moment during a live stream. It became something much more dramatic. What if Jungkook was trying to tell fans something indirectly? What if his tone reflected feelings that had been building up quietly for a long time? And what if, just what if, there was tension somewhere behind the polished image that the public always sees? Of course, no official statement confirmed anything. Neither Jungkook nor HYBE addressed the speculation, but in the world of global fandoms, silence often fuels curiosity. Even more. Army began dividing into different perspectives. Some fans strongly defended the idea that Jungkook was simply tired or deep in thought. They urged others not to overanalyze every small detail. Others argued that fans should listen carefully when artists show unusual emotions, because sometimes, they said, those small moments reveal more truth than carefully prepared interviews ever could. Meanwhile, the clips continued spreading across social media platforms at incredible speed. Millions of views, thousands of comments, endless debates. Even people who were not usually active in the fandom started paying attention, because there was something undeniably powerful about the moment Jungkook looked into the camera with that unusually serious expression. It felt raw, real, almost like a glimpse behind the curtain. And perhaps that is what made fans feel so emotional. Jungkook has grown up in front of the world, from a teenage trainee to one of the biggest global stars. Millions of people have watched his journey closely. Fans feel protective of him. They celebrate his successes. They worry about his struggles. When his energy suddenly changes during a live broadcast, ARMY immediately notice. That is exactly what happened here. And now the entire fandom is asking the same question again. Was this simply a serious moment during a live stream, or the first sign of something much bigger unfolding behind the scenes? Because if there truly is tension somewhere between Jungkook and HYBE, the impact could be enormous, not just for Jungkook, not just for BTS, but for the entire global music industry. Yet despite all the speculation, the truth remains unclear. Jungkook has not explained the moment that HYBE has not responded, and the mysterious atmosphere surrounding the broadcast continues to spark new theories every hour, which leads to one question that fans around the world cannot stop debating tonight. Was Jungkook simply sharing a thoughtful moment with ARMY during his live broadcast? Or did millions of viewers unknowingly witness the first hint of a hidden conflict that could change the future of BTS forever?